Right, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and honors to you brothers out there in the highways and the byways teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. And shalom to you brothers out there that's listening and learning and supporting the ministry, and shalom to the sisters as well. Okay, and I just want to reference this Ray Rice situation, because it kind of came on my radar again, and I want to use it as an opportunity to teach proper doctrine, which is of the scriptures, which is patriarchy, which is the rulership of men within society, proper governance by men within the nation, and just show how Esau, who is the so-called white man, our captor, okay. As we know, he's employed various means to weaken our people, to keep us in a weakened state. It makes us easier to control, and he's used various different philosophies to destroy us, to subvert us. And one of the main ways he's destroyed us is by destroying the man and his role within the household completely. And at the end of the day, a nation is made up of tribes. The strength of a nation is based upon the strength of tribes. The strength of the tribe is based on the strength of the clan. And the strength of the clan is based upon the strength of individual families that make up the clan. And the strength of them individual families is the man, the father, the husband. And his strength is the wisdom of the Heavenly Father. That's how it works. And it was set up that the man should be in authority. The men would form the spine of the nation, the pillar, the foundation, man. Are women a part of the nation? Yes. But the men are supposed to make up the spine. The man was created with the proper ingredients to play that role. And what Esau's done is he's took away that role. And anytime like Jake try and play that position, Esau's gonna have laws and whatnot there to try and break you down, like what they did with Ray Rice. Now, I'm gonna show you what the situation with Ray Rice was if you're not familiar. Basically, he got into a dispute with his fiance, and he hit her with a clean shot and took her home. So let's check the video out. The disgusting footage according to Esau, but Esau will show you a whole city being blown to pieces. But he will actually have two women on get paid to beat each other up in the ring, break each other's jawbones and everything. That's not disgusting, but this is just so disgusting. That's the Esau, because what's really disgusting about it is Jake enforcing his will within his household. Only Esau's allowed to enforce his will in our household. I'm gonna show you that.
The video chilling. Football star Ray Rice following his then fiancee Janae.
Now you can see she's being belligerent.
Into an Atlantic City hotel elevator, striking her once, then again, seemingly punching her so hard she hit.
So they're having an altercation. Look, she's stepping forward now. She's not being defensive. She's being aggressive. Now imagine Ray Rice was a police officer. Would they be saying it's disturbing? No. A police officer. This is the thing. A police officer, if your wife acts aggressive towards a police officer, they will batter her over the head with a billy club. They'll taser her. They'll do anything necessary they deem necessary to apprehend her. But you can't. If Ray Rice was a police officer, what happens in this elevator wouldn't be an issue. They'll say, yeah, he was defending himself. Because it's a husband, automatically he has no authority. But the state has authority. If he was a policeman, he would be cool.
So railing and is knocked out cold.
So he hit her with a clean shot. He hit the reboot button. And that's all he did. And she's fine. She's still good looking and everything. She's fine. There's nothing wrong with her. He didn't damage the goods. He just hit her with a reboot. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, according to the Heavenly Father. But in Esau society, he just made a grave sin. He exerted his manly authority over his woman, which you're not allowed to do that. Only the state can do that. The state can handcuff her, put her in jail, whatever the case may be, if she violates the state. But if she violates her husband or her father, then you gotta let the state handle that. The state is the father, the state is the husband, which is not supposed to be like that.
You see her here, lying on the floor, then slumped near the elevator. Players today, appalled. By early afternoon, the Ravens had terminated Rice's contract.
So here it is. This man got into a dispute with his wife, right? And they terminated the man's contract for his job. They terminated the man's contract for his job. They terminated his contract for his job. Here it is. What happened had nothing to do with work, but they terminated his contract. This is the length they will go to make an example out of this man, because at the end of the day, he stood up as a man and established order in his household.
The NFL suspending him indefinitely. The question for many tonight, what took so long? NFL...
You know, now they went in, if you watch what happened after that, they wanted to totally destroy this man. How dare you exert your God-given authority over your wife? How dare you? We are going to destroy you. And they tried to get the wife to destroy him, man. Which 9 times out of 10, it would work. They tried to get her to destroy him, even though his life was pretty much over. Through some miracle, she stuck with him. Because they, on the interviews, they tried to get her to put him under the bus, and they would have rewarded her. She would have got book deals, and trust me, she would have got rewarded nicely. She would have been a women's rights hero. She would have got rewarded. But instead, she stuck by her man, which is what a woman's supposed to do. Because that's her man. It's none of these people's business, because they ain't the one that's they ain't not gonna take care of her. He's gonna take care of her. He took care of her after he knocked her ass out. He took her ass home. Alright? They're not gonna let her stay in their house. Alright? Now, they went after her so bad, she had to make a statement on Instagram where she said, I woke up this morning feeling like I had a horrible nightmare, feeling like I'm mourning the death of my closest friend. But to have to accept the fact that its reality is a nightmare in itself. No one knows the pain that the media and unwanted options from the public has caused my family. Because here it is. This was a private matter between a man and his wife, and they made it into a big public thing. Man had to lose his job and everything, man. To make us relive a moment in our lives that we regret every day is a horrible thing. To take something away from the man I love that he has worked his ass off for all his life just to gain ratings is horrific. This is our life. What don't you all get? If your intentions were to hurt us, embarrass us, make us feel alone, take all happiness away, you've succeeded on the same levels. On so many levels. Yeah, because they end up trying to attack her. And they were saying, oh, she's this and that and that. You know, they were doing all they could to destroy Jake and his family, man. Just know we will continue to grow and show the world what real love is. Now, they're still together today, which is a beautiful thing for now. Right? It says former NFL star Ray Rice and his wife Janae are expecting their second child 2 years after footage showed him knocking her out cold in the elevator, man. So they still got married, okay? He's still they had children, and they might end up letting him back in the NFL. But they tried to destroy this man over a simple thing like him putting his woman in check. Now, that's Esau's thing. Esau's thing is to take power away from the man, authority away from the man. So that makes the household weak, so that the household can be easily subverted by his various mechanisms. Once you weaken the man and you remove the man from his authority, then the household is weak, then it can be subverted. Now, the act of subversion means the act of instant subverting, the state of being subverted, destruction, to be overthrown. The man was set up to be in authority, to hold fast to a doctrine and establish that doctrine over his household and his people. Governance. But now you got the state and the media doing that. It was never meant to be like that. Okay? The system of the scriptures is a system of patriarchy. Okay? Not politics, not the media running your household. You. This is a patriarchy, a system of society, of government, in which the father or eldest male is head of the family and descent is reckoned through the male line. This is biblical. The father, okay, the husband is supposed to be the head of the family. He holds authority. He's the policeman of the family. The word policing goes back to, politician goes back to policies. The father is supposed to set the policy in his house, which is really supposed to be based upon the scriptures. But then he has the ability to lay out policies as long as they're not against the law. He could do that. Like what time they go to bed, what time they get up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, what they eat, what they don't eat. You know what I'm saying? All right. The father has that ultimate control over the household, man, which is righteousness. This is Genesis 3:16. Let's get into the scriptures. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband. The desire of a woman is supposed to be to her husband. Her ambition is supposed to be the ambition of her husband. That brings what? Unity and strength. The vision of the house. There should only really be one visionary in the household, which is the husband, the father. He's the leader. The problem is now is that they've put this thing forward where you got these independent women. So a man and a woman are getting together. He has his ambition. She has her own ambition. They're heading in two different directions. Then it becomes unnatural. Because her ambition is supposed to be towards him, which is the house, and his benefit is then therefore to her benefit. Because the house grows, but it's his house. Okay? This whole earth is supposed to move ecologically. This whole earth is supposed to move in a perfect rhythm. But Esau's messing that rhythm up. A man and a woman and his women are supposed to be like doing a waltz, step by step. But Esau's messed that up. And if you're doing the waltz, two people can't lead the dance. It messes up the dance. It messes up the steps. Esau's totally destroyed that. That's why the so-called black, and because he's a curse. He's part of the curse is coming on our people is through him. That's why the so-called black man, so-called black woman, and all the other tribes, okay, don't get along because Esau's upset the rhythm, the natural rhythm that's supposed to be within the house, where the father is the one leading the dance. He's the one setting the rhythm, the pace. Okay, thy desire shall be to thy husband. So a woman is supposed to like this woman here, her desire is supposed to be him and what he's about, which is his career and helping him achieve, which ultimately she's going to reap of those benefits, and the children reap of those benefits of what he's doing. That's how it's supposed to be. Now, a lot of these NFL stars, the issue with them is they always get with these women that have their own agenda. And at some point, their agenda and your agenda, when they're totally adverse, what's gonna happen? That's how you're gonna get that divorce. Half your money's gonna be gone, and she's gonna go do what she's gonna do, and you're gonna have to go do what you gotta do. You're supposed to deal with a woman whose agenda is you, helping you. She's a help. That's how it's gonna be in the kingdom. The woman is gonna be there to help us. And that's how everything's going to run beautifully. And they're going to receive their honor and their perks for playing that role too. That's how everything works beautifully, like cogs in a wheel. But Esau's messed it up. He's put a spanner in the works. All right? And he shall rule over thee. The man is supposed to be ruling over the woman. Rule. Like how the state is ruling over the people. Really, the man is supposed to rule over his woman and his children like that. But instead, the state does it. Like I said, if Ray Rice was a police officer, he could do that. But because he's the husband, he can't. You know what I'm saying? Now, you look at the word rule. It means to rule, have dominion, to cause the rule. That means over everything. Anything that pertains to your woman, you have rule over that. You have jurisdiction in your house. As long as you're keeping the law. All right, this is 1 Peter 3:6, and that's how Abraham was, that's how Isaac was, and that's how Jacob was. Patriarchy, we come from that, and that's how our nation was built beautifully. Abraham beautifully. Everything was running like clockwork. 1 Peter 3:6. Even as Sarah obeyed. That's how a great house was built, man. Through patriarchy. Alright? That's the way forward. Okay, and a lot of you women, but you look at the fruit. And a lot of you men too, you're into this madness. You look at the fruit. Well, guess what? Look at your philosophy of the man not being the head and having the authority, and look where where are the fruits of that? Destruction. The family is dead, and a broken family, broken families, and broken homes produce broken children, and it gets progressively worse. This is the facts, and Esau knows that, but Esau don't mind broken homes and broken families, because that creates vulnerable people which are easily to be controlled. 1 Peter 3:6. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. And what does it mean she obeyed him? It didn't just, you mean, look, man, if he told her, look, you got to get up in the morning and do this, do that. She did it. Oh, no, you can't go over there today. No, you can't do this. Now, I don't like you wearing that. No, you're going to wear this. The man has the authority to do that. Oh, you don't want to do that? Okay, you're going to get punished now. He has the authority to punish her in whatsoever way he sees fit. Simple as that. That includes hitting her with a clean shot and reboot, if that's what it takes. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement. And then likewise ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife, which everyone has an honor. The woman has an honor, the mother has an honor, if they fulfill that honor. Same thing with the man. You have to fulfill that duty which comes to get that honor. You don't just get honor for nothing. Okay, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel. So we value, of course we're going to value our wife, value our daughters as what they are though. But if they violate, then you're going to have to deal with that. You can't deal with a woman that's virtuous the same way you're going to deal with a woman that's an adulterous skank. Come on, man. A lot of you guys, man, you just got to keep it real. All right, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, because the woman is the weaker vessel. She wasn't made with the ingredients to play the role of the pillar of the house. She should not be fighting against the man. She should be trusting in the Heavenly Father to do what he's doing through the man. And as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. Okay, so the man is supposed to deal with the woman a certain way. The woman is supposed to deal with the man a certain way. Obviously, you love each other and all that. No one ain't saying you ain't supposed to do that. But order is order. That's why the scripture says the wives are supposed to reverence their husbands and love their husbands. But it never said that the husband's supposed to reverence his wife because the man is over the woman. She's supposed to fear him. She's supposed to obey him. It never said husbands obey your wife. We consider them. You're going to consider your woman. You're going to consider your daughter. You're going to consider your sons. But at the end of the day, when it comes to order, you have that final veto, that power in the house. And that's how it's supposed to be. And Esau got pissed off at Ray Rice for exerting his natural dominance. Okay, this is 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Yahweh Shai. So every man is supposed to be ruled by Yahweh Shai, man. You know, ruled by the wisdom of Yahweh Shai. And the head of the woman is the man. So then the woman is then ruled by the man. And then the head of Yahweh Shai is the Most High. Okay, beautiful. And that's beautiful. That's the rhythm that's supposed to be set. That's the order. But Esau's trying to mess that up. 1 Corinthians, they didn't say nothing about the state. 1 Corinthians 14 and 33. For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints. Let your women keep silence in the churches, because in the churches, man, that's governmental, really. That's a ceremonial governmental thing. That's a solemn assembly where real matters are dealt with. That's not like no wedding or something where you just there on a casual level. That's real solemn, serious business going on. Like when we're at camp, that's serious business. It's not for a woman to start teaching. Now, if a woman comes up, she might ask a question sometime. You might answer her if she come up in order, because everything has to be done in an order. She can't just come in and overpower the situation and start blah blah. No, man. You ask a question, now you're gonna be silent, and we might answer your question. The woman's role is she's behind, man, in the background. That's how it's supposed to be. But the Church of Corinth, they had women all up in there
like they were on the same level. Women are not. Look, man, this is the fact of the matter is, the man has more honor than the woman. The father will always have more honor than the mother. The son has more honor than the daughter. That's just how it is. The word honor means value. That's just how the Most High set it up. That doesn't mean the mother doesn't have value or honor. That doesn't mean the daughter doesn't have value or honor. But the man is above. And it's just that simple. And that's how the order is supposed to be set up, for a reason. Because it's beneficial. That's how the rhythm is supposed to be. That's how the dance is done. The man is leading. Alright? It just is what it is, man. You guys try and uplift the mother to make her honor above the father, but at the end of the day, the only reason your dumbass is going to be making it into the kingdom is because of who your father is, not because of who your mother is. So how the hell are you going to give your mother honor over your father? You know, that's just like Yahweh Shai will always have more honor than us. It's just what it is. Everyone don't have the same honor. You're supposed to seek unto your own honor and embrace your own honor. That's the problem. This society wants to put women on the level and above. It don't work like that. Okay? That's destruction. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it's not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the Lord. So women are supposed to move how we move, man. The woman is supposed to move how we move. That's how it's supposed to work. You know, there's a song, when I move, you move. Just like, you know, that's how it's supposed to be. That's what brings order. That's what brings the rhythm into this beautiful dance, which is life. Right now, the rhythm is all messed up. Some freestyling and wilding going on out there. I don't know if you ever seen a group of people, a group waltz. The way a nation and a people and a family is supposed to be, it's supposed to be like a group waltz. Everything ordered and in rhythm. See? Now the men are leading the dance. Look, this is how it's supposed to be, but Esau messed everything up. Chaos. And we're the ones that came up with the waltz, man. That's how we used to dance. In order. Look at that. That's how Israel's supposed to be, man and woman. That's how it's supposed to be. But Esau's messed all that up, man. He's messed it up. But it's going to come back. Beginning with the elect. These women are going to have to start getting back in order, man. And acknowledging that the men got this. You ain't got it, man. You ain't got the ingredients. The Lord's dealing with the men. Men deal with you. Simple. Alright? And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home. Okay, so if they got a husband, really they're supposed to ask their husband, and their husband would teach them. If their father didn't. You know? That's how it's going to be set up, man. Alright? For it is a shame for women to speak in the church. Now, can women listen? Can they hear the words of the men of the Lord? Of course, because there was times when there were women listening to Yahweh Shai. There's nothing wrong with that. But you ain't supposed to be all up in there, rah, rah, rah. Or no, that's out of order, man. That's out of order. That's why these guys always say, oh, where's all the women at camp? Man, this is governmental right here. Alright? Patriarchy. For it's a shame for women to speak in the church. The church is a government being set up, man. Knocking Esau's government, you got women up in the House of Parliament talking, and that's a damn shame. Andrea Merkel and all these people. You got this dumbass Trump, he's got his daughter as a damn advisor. What kind of madness is this? What kind of madness is that? Okay, there's men matters and then there's women matters, man. 1 Timothy 2:12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed and then Eve. And that's why you got a lot of women, they come in this truth and they feel the need that they got to do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? They got, because they still got that black mentality. The black mentality is basically that the black man ain't going to do it, so I got to stand up and be the man. No. The Lord is going to raise up his men to get the job done. You just got to chill. and support those men. That's what you're supposed to do. Supporting role. All right. Nor to usurp authority. That's why every time you see these black organizations, you got women at the forefront bullhorning. And you know what? These men, the so-called black man, likes that. The so-called black man has been broken down to the condition they don't want to be men. They don't want to take responsibility. They want their woman to do everything. They want their woman to fight the good fight. Because they don't want to be men. They want to be boys. They like mama's boys. No, a man is supposed to stand up. Look, man, you chill. I'ma go sort this out. All right? You just make my dinner. Make sure I got something good to eat. You know what I'm saying? For Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. Okay, how was the royal family subverted in the first place? Because the woman brought that madness into the situation. That's why Satan went to the woman with it first. He didn't go to Adam. He went to the weakest link because she didn't have the ingredients. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if she continue in faith, because women do have faith, but their faith isn't as strong as men. That's why you got men of the Lord. You know, you can't expect your woman to have a faith as strong as you, man. She may have faith, but she ain't gonna be you. That's why we're here, to be pillars, to be foundation for them to hold on to. But some guys want to hold on to their woman. Like they want their woman to be the pillar. It don't work like that. She ain't got the ingredients. You follow your woman, 100% you are going to the way of destruction, man. Alright, your woman's supposed to follow you, lean on you. Okay, if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. And that's that. Okay. Wisdom of Solomon 8:1. Wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily, and sweetly doth she order all things. And one of the orders that wisdom teaches is men are supposed to be above women. The father is above the mother. The husband is above the wife. The son is above the daughter. That's wisdom, and that's sweetness. Okay, and that makes sure that everything is beautiful for everybody. It makes sure that everything is in rhythm, beneficial. Esau will try to make it look like it's bad for women to be in that condition. No, look at you Israelite women on the feminism, man. You through. You got a hole so big, you swallowing up men whole on TV. An American God is swallowing men whole. You know, you're tired, you're lonely, you're stressed, you're frustrated. Women weren't built to take on a family by herself, man. To take on all the responsibility and the burden. They're not made of the right minerals, man. They're supposed to be the supporting team. You don't put the bench squad out there like it's the first team and expect them to hold on to the pressure. They're gonna buckle, man. They're just supports. The man is supposed to be the foundation, man. Woman ain't made of the right ingredients, man. Okay, so that's part of the wisdom that we're setting up, the order, the patriarchy, okay? This is Proverbs 14:12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. This whole thing about women and you know, but you saying you can't, you saying you could beat a woman. Look, man, of course you could beat a woman, man. You can punish your woman just like you can punish your children. They're under your authority. The police can beat you. If you violate the police will beat you. So why the hell can't a man beat his wife? That doesn't mean he doesn't love her. What the hell does love have to do with it? We're talking about order. We're talking about discipline. These things are also part of wisdom and part of life. Now in the kingdom, we ain't going to have to beat our women because they're going to be in perfect obedience. But if they did go off, we would correct them. That's how man's and the nations, we're going to teach them that's what they're supposed to do. All right. Now I want to bring this last thing up about with Theresa May, if I may. All right, because she wanted to bring out this domestic violence. It says Prime Minister launches major consultation result in Domestic Violence and Abuse Act with new measures to help victims. The new law to increase prosecutions for domestic violence and eradicate a postcode lottery in the way victims are dealt with by police forces will be brought forward. Now check this out. Hold on, I think this is the wrong. Yeah. May has always claimed a strong record on tackling domestic violence. As Home Secretary, she introduced laws criminalizing coercive control, domestic violence protection orders, and disclosure scheme. And they say coercive control